Shed with Ed.
Hey YouTubers and friends, thanks for joining me for another episode of In the Shed with Ed. I'm Ed Marvin and this is Flash in Your Pan. If you're not yet a subscriber, go ahead, hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell and you'll get notified every time we have an upload or go live. And today in this episode, we're going to be doing dry panning with the Gold Claw. It's a great pan. It has revolutionized the traditional pan. It's like no other pan. It's totally submersible and it makes it cake to dry pan. Now in my area, we have plenty of water. There's not much use for dry panning, but in more arid areas like southern New Mexico, Arizona, parts of Arizona, parts of New Mexico in the southwest, it's very arid. And even in areas where you want to prospect an intermittent stream, which we do have those here. But I'll be weighing up some gold and I will dry pan for you. All right, well, I'm going to weigh up the gold. I know I'm going to lose some because there's nothing out there that catches 100% of your gold. If someone tells you it does, they're lying. But I am going to show you how efficient the Gold Claw is with dry panning. I'm going to come down and I'm going to weigh up some gold. Okay, zeroed out. See that? 1.4 grams. All right, well, here's the gram, 1.4 grams going into this material. This material is from the southeast. There's a lot of mica and a lot of fool's gold and other stuff. Now, since we don't have water to get the material in a suspended state, all nice and fluid, when you stratify it to help the gold drop, you have to shake it up really vigorously and get that gold to drop down to the bottom. I'm using my clear Gold Claw 2. It has these nice riffles here and a bigger one here, and so see those. And then on this side it has these little ribs here with this really deep riffle here. That's what's the beauty of the Gold Claw pan. And I'm gonna stratify it really good and pan it out. I wonder, should I use the blue or the clear? Blue or the clear? I think I'll use the blue. So the gold's in there. Can you see it all up? Can you see it all up in there? I'm gonna shake that down. I'll pour that in there. Shake it really vigorously. Then you just start doing it, using it the same way you would underwater. Just starts tipping it slowly towards the front. But I'd suggest to reset it a few times more often. Like I said, I know I'm gonna lose some colors, but that's the great thing about a safety pan and doing it in a controlled environment. I'm gonna lose none of my gold in the end. And I even suggest using a safety pan out when you're about prospecting in the great outdoors. I'm actually panning it pretty quick too, if you haven't noticed. Any gold up on these riffles? These riffles here can be great indicators of how you're panning. It's no big deal if it's here. You might want to reset it and go a little slower. If it's up here, you're panning a little too fast. All I see up there is mica. Reset it, start again. I'm almost getting to the point where I can turn it around and use these riffles here, but I'm gonna hold off and wait just a little bit. Okay, I think it's about that time to switch it around to the other side. Now here you want to reset it a little more often. Keep an eye on these riffles here so you can see any colors as they're trying to escape. Keeping it not as steep as before and working those bigger stuff. Okay, I'm seeing gold, so I'll reset it. That's a flake. Like I said, I know I'm gonna lose some, and I'm panning it really quick actually. And see all that gold up there? Let me tilt you down a little so I don't have to tilt it up as much. And you saw how fast I was panning it. I'm pretty happy. Now, I'm gonna pour off some of this into one of my pocket pans. There. Want you guys to see. I got some of those bigger stuff out here. I'll pan this down a little more. I'm not seeing much more color in there. No. Let's see what I got. Okay, I got this gold right here. You can see it moving around my pocket pan. All right, I'm gonna weigh it now, but first there's some sand and stuff. I want to get a little cleaner. So try and blow the heavier, lighter stuff out and keep the heavies. And see here, I'll move it down so you can have a nice view. See the golds there? Let's see how much I lost. Zero out my scale. Okay. $1.2 grams. That ain't bad. I only lost a little. Oops. So that ain't bad at all. I'm pretty happy with that. Now, I told you to begin with I was going to lose some material. I am not a dry panner. Actually, I've only dry panned a handful of times. If you really want to learn how to dry pan, though, check out my friend Jeff Williams up in this corner here. Let him know Ed Marvin from Flash in Your Pan sent you over. But nonetheless, I'm pretty happy. And with me doing it in a safety pan, I can go back and go back and go back one or two more times to get any of the gold that was left behind. I'm a strong advocate of having always a safety pan. You know, I'm not a catch and release prospector. I like taking home all I can for the work I put in. So, but there you go. Out of 1.4 grams, after panning it, and you saw how fast I panned it, I had 1.2 grams. That's 0.2 of a gram that went into my safety pan. For panning that fast in a controlled environment, I can live with that no problem. It just, I think it speaks volume for the Gold Claw. You could pick your Gold Claw up at www.goldclaw.com. And I hope you enjoy yours. So, until then, may you always have a flash in your pan. And that's right. I'm gonna say it, because it just may happen. Maybe one day too, I'll meet you on the river. Until then, I'm out of here.
In a shed with Ann. In a shed with Ann.